We all know the best time to start a pension is as early on as your career as possible. However, the reality for many people, too many people, as a low-paid worker, particularly at the beginning of their working life, there's no spare budget or spare capacity in the weekly or monthly budget to pay for pensions. I know that personally as a low-paid youth worker for years, it was only in the last few years that I was able to afford to contribute to a pension. The lack of affordability has led to low rates of pension uptake amongst younger workers and those who remain on low wages throughout their working lives. There's 811,000 workers currently have no occupational or private pension provision, that meaning many people in previous years have been condemned to poverty in their old age. But the voluntary nature of pension provision in the past has led to failed low-pay workers, and so the Labour Party, we as a party, have been supportive of the introduction of an auto-enrolment pension scheme for many years. It's been well overdue. Having the voice of Patricia King on the board of the new National Auto-Enrolment Retirement Savings Authority demonstrates that members' interests will be at the heart of the new authority. And having a large state fund gives additional security and investment potential to a pension scheme, and I would like to see these benefits extended to younger workers aged between 16 and 23 who are currently excluded from the scheme, as even small amounts contributed during these early years would have a disproportionately beneficial impact upon the pension amount available at the end of a working life. If 16-year-olds are old enough to make PRSI contributions, then surely they are old enough to be included and entitled to the benefits of auto-enrolment. Having a large state fund which is managed according to strict ethical guidelines could also have a beneficial impact upon the ethical approach taken towards pension funds across the whole of the free market. This is an opportunity for us to say that we do not want our collective retirements built upon the profits of companies who profit from fossil fuel exploitation, war, pornography, and those who benefit from child or slave labour. The introduction of this scheme has much to be commended, but we need to see some protections and reassurances. They need to be required. We need to be clear in how the scheme will relate to the state pension, that it will complement and not replace the state pension. Similarly, we need assurances that the government remains committed to achieving a benchmark of 34% of gross average earnings for the contributory state pension, such as set out on the roadmap for pension reform. We need certainty and safeguard for the workers that are contributing to the new scheme that they won't face a means test for the state pension in the future. And we also believe, crucially, that self-employed people should also be included in this auto-enrolment. This is necessary to ensure that the companies who are not incentivised to place workers on bogus self-employment, which we know only too well here, in order to avoid needing to pay auto-enrolment contributions. We have seen the proliferation of such contracts in recent years, such as among RT staff, leaving many without pensions. Coverage among self-employed people is already too low. As the bill progressed through the Oireachtas, as a party, we repeatedly raised the importance that ensuring that this scheme cannot be sidestepped by employers, or ensuring that employers are not incentivised to wind up good existing workplace pension schemes. For example, we as a party proposed an amendment that would have stopped employers winding up or freezing workplace pensions during the 10-year transition period while the scheme was coming into effect, but this was rejected by government. And as the scheme is now being implemented, we really need to ensure that safeguards are put in place, that this will deliver for workers and it doesn't create incentives for employers to scale back existing pension entitlements.